Charlie Dodson is kidnapped for an attempted extortion of $100,000.
Perry Mason Season 1 concluded on Sunday as it tied all the loose ends together in a nice pretty bow. So how did Mason rested his case and did he win? Let's break down the series and explain the ending. As the jury was deadlocked on whether Emily Dodson murdered her own baby Charlie or not. Although a hung jury is not a clear victory, but it's a win that Mason can live with. Mason is still learning, but at the end it will turn him into a legal legend. Mason did cheat a little as he bribed a couple of jurors, but at the end it was all his argument and emotional call for bravery to the jury. Emily is a free woman now despite DA Barnes asking to retry her. DA Barnes attacked a reporter because he asked how the defeat feels, and his outburst can be tied to the end of his campaign for mayor and his career as DA. Barnes' place will be taken by Hamilton in the upcoming season, and he also got Strickland doing his detective work for him because Strickland was tired of the shit that he had to endure from Mason. The very last of Strickland was seen when Hamilton was grilling him about the dirt that he uncovered on the Assembly of God Church. Emily is sentenced to live and take care of another baby which is not hers. When she cradles the baby from the Church of Newborn, it suggests that Birdie McKeegan is a ruthless evangelical. Although there are a couple of questions to be asked here. Where did the baby come from? Was he stolen or kidnapped, as Charlie Dodson had been kidnapped? And how was his replacement found? Sister Alice truly believed that she worked for God, even as she had some idea it was all a self-deluded illusion. We might see Mason getting an apartment above his office to keep up with the workload, as it was in the Earl Stanley's book. The ending means we won't be seeing Perry Mason the detective much anymore. On the other hand, Officer Drake turned in his badge and free to mess up with corrupt cops. Drake is angry with Mason as he did beat him up. Also, Drake is disappointed with everyone, including his wife, his superiors for being corrupt, and especially at Mason for his antics and a strong support for Della Street. Drake and Street were present in the Stanley's first novel, The Case of the Velvet Claw. Detective Ennis died, which is a shame to see as he was a great character and he might have gone down a great villain in TV history. Ennis was great because it seemed that he genuinely believed in the role and portrayed a very good picture of what a 1930s badass could look like. Perry Mason was a Navy minesweeper during World War II, but the HBO show is taking place in a World War I era where he got a blue ticket discharge because he killed his injured squad members to relieve them of agony. The end credit scene where Mason and his team are assembled and taking on their first client means we will see a season 2. A woman walks in and says she is in trouble. Her name is Eva Griffin and Street receives her. Street told Mason that Eva looks trouble as there is no Eva Griffin in the directory. There are many Griffins but none of them is Eva. The season 2 would be how Mason solves the Eva's husband Mr. Belter's death. He was killed and the will benefits his nephew Carl and not Eva. In the book, Street called Eva all velvet and claws, which is a cheeky line from early 20th century. So that mystery would be cinematically resolved in season 2. That was all for the ending of Perry Mason season 1. Like and comment with what you think of the ending. Also, here are some more videos for you to watch.